Okay, so we are going to pick up today on slide 15. Okay, and today is another very important day because we will be writing our script today. Okay, so you have accessible to you this Pear Deck. I also posted it on the Google Classroom stream. Now, I know many of you are actually not in my Google Classroom. So what I'm going to do right now is actually give you the link, or I'm sorry, the code to my classroom. Okay. And so you will be able to access today's assignment using my Google Classroom code. Okay, so for those of you who are not in my class, there is the Google Classroom code for all of you. Okay, now the Pear Deck that we're working on right now is linked to the Google Doc that you will be writing your script on, and that is how you will turn in your assignment today. Okay, so once you get linked to my Google Classroom, you'll be able to see it says Bot Annie Day 2, and it's posted here for all of you. Okay.
Where do I write the code?
So you're gonna want to join a class is an option, like in settings. If you go to like the left tab, and you should be able to find a place where you can add a class.
Tap the plus button on the top.
So there's a little plus button, and you can click on that plus button up in the top right hand corner and say join class, and then it will ask for a class code. Okay?
Oh, I got it.
All right. Okay, so let's talk about our script today, okay? Basically, we have decided our mission for our Bot Annie, okay? And now we need to write a script for that mission, okay? The script can be short. It doesn't need to be more than a page. And we have an example listed here for you. Okay, the requirements are going to be double spaced and MLA format. Well, what is MLA format? We will talk about those on the next slide. But here, you can refer to this example in the Pear Deck as really your guide for writing a script. Okay, so basically, you'll see present title on screen, music playing. And then this should all sound very familiar. It was a normal February day. Sun was shining and the birds were chirping until something changed. Zombies. Zombies started coming from everywhere and nobody knew where they were coming from. So if this sounds familiar, that is because it is the example script from the example movie that we watched a couple weeks ago. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of italicized font, bold font, font like in quotes. And so what does this all mean? All right, so let's kind of talk about this on the next slide. Okay. So basically every time somebody talks, you're going to want to skip a line. So just like you would be reading dialogue in like a chapter book, Okay, so you're going to skip a line every time a new person talks. Okay, and then you're going to put actions and directions for the narrator in italics. Okay, so anything that's like the title's showing or music is playing, you're going to put that in italics. Okay, and then make sure that you're including the character names when they talk. Okay, so if it's the narrator, you're going to bold narrator, put a colon, and then write what the narrator is saying. Okay, so you can click here. All right, and this gives you a very clear example, okay, of how to set up your script. So we'll watch this right now.
Hello? Yes. Of course. Consider it done. Hello, producers and directors. My name is Megan Flaherty, and I work for the FBI. I've just been informed that you are going to be documenting the incredible rescue by Bot Annie. It's very important that you follow direct guidelines from U.S. intelligence so we can make sure we give the American people an accurate depiction of what will happen when Bot Annie saves the day. The first thing you're going to do is write the story. What will Bot Annie do? How is Bot Annie going to save us? Hopefully you've already done this. Now it's time to make sure that you edit it in a way that our computers will understand. Please take a look at my screen. Here you'll see my rough draft of the script. There are just a couple of things that need to happen. First, I need to make sure that whenever there are directions for the actors or the directors, that those are put in italics. Italics makes the writing look different from the rest. So in order to do that, I'm going to highlight them, and I'm going to move my mouse up here. You'll see the font size, bold, and italics. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to click that and watch how my letters change once I click it. Boom, done. Now I'm going to keep reading. I already have spaces between each character's dialogue. Oh, but I did see another area of directions. So I need to highlight that and put it in italics. Great. Now, if I want to make this extra easy for the people in my group, I might decide to highlight and bold every character name so it's easy to see when someone else is talking. All right, now I have this set up in a way that our computers down at US Intelligence can understand. I hope you can do the same before it's too late.
All right, so that video, I know you probably couldn't see it on my screen, but you can watch that video if you click this link right here, okay? How to set up my script, okay? So there is that information for you here. So you can go back and watch that video. Alrighty, so what are we working on, okay? We have already finalized our decisions for our mission and where it will happen. We have already created our maze, like our map, okay? So now we are working on the script, okay? So we are going to start writing our script right now, okay? All right. This all needs to be done before we start day 3, which will be next week. Okay, so we need to have our maze and map completed, which that should be complete already. and then a rough draft of your script. All right. I am going to give you the next 15 minutes to start working on your script. During this 15 minutes, I would like for you to ask any questions you have about it. And I will be here to assist you. Please put all of your questions in the chat. And then once you have completed your script, you can turn it in on Google Classroom, okay? So in order to access Google Classroom, you need to make sure that you join my Google Classroom, okay? And I gave you the join code here. All right, and then you will have access to the Google Doc and the Pear Deck in order to complete this assignment, okay? All right, I will start the 15-minute timer, and then you can go ahead and begin. There's our 15 minutes, okay? You can go ahead and begin working on your script, okay?
Where do